All right, party people, we're going to keep this party moving, and hopefully you've done your journal entries and you've stocked up on your supplies so we can jump right in. So hopefully you have your stones and your crystals and your yellow foods and all of that. And we're going to talk more about that right now. So let's talk about what it looks like if you have an overactive or an overblown Ra Oshun solar plexus energy center. So if you have an overblown solar plexus, you might have physical symptoms that manifest in the form of hypertension, ulcers, insomnia, stress, muscle spasm, constant hunger, or an addiction to exercise. And mentally, you might be stubborn, excessive stubbornness. We're all occasionally stubborn, but excessive stubbornness, a desire for control over your environment or over people. If you're a perfectionist, if you're overly critical, if you're manipulative, if you misuse your power for your own good, right? At the expense of others, you might have an overblown solar plexus chakra. And psychologically, with an overblown solar plexus, you might have anger issues, control issues, an obsession with power, an inability to compromise, excessively competitive. If you're arrogant, narcissistic, if you lack sensitivity, like you're just mean for no reason, you might have an overactive solar plexus energy center. Emotionally, you might have anger issues again, selfishness, irresponsible, or if you are afraid, like if you have this real strong fear of being controlled by somebody else or losing your control, then you might have an overactive solar plexus chakra. And spiritually, you might be unable to find balance. You have no ambition, you lack purpose, you have no clear identity. If you have this super duper big ego, but no depth, like there's no soul to you, no depth to who you are, you might have an overblown solar plexus. Now let's talk about physical symptoms. Physical issues in a blocked solar plexus might show up as sluggishness, low appetite, poor digestion, issues with your gallbladder, stiff muscles like I have, bad posture, a weak middle back, low energy, chronic fatigue, diabetes, if you feel cold all the time, poor liver functioning, or if you slump a lot in your chair, you might have a blocked solar plexus. And mentally, you might be unable to make decisions, unable to put your energy toward realizing your dreams. Now, if you have a lot of energy, but for whatever reason, you can't seem to gather yourself, gather your energy, gather your thoughts well enough to put your energy toward realizing your dreams, that might be a blocked solar plexus. If you are overly suspicious of everything and over everybody, if you are calculating or if you're judgmental, you might have a blocked Ra Oshun solar plexus. Psychologically, you might have low self esteem, the inability to accomplish things or to follow through on things you say you're going to do. If you have no personality, no clear sense of purpose, if you put yourself down a lot, like you're very self criticizing, if you lack willpower, if you're unreliable, if you have a victim mentality. Oh my goodness, that irritates me more than anything. Anyway, if you have a victim mentality, or if you blame others for your problems, or if you have low confidence, you might have a blocked solar plexus. Emotionally, you might be shy, introverted. If you are unable to acknowledge or examine your own truth, if you feel helpless all the time, or if you have severe insecurities, you might have a blocked solar plexus. Spiritually, it's the same. So in your workbooks, when you see the space for spiritual healing for the Ra Oshun, just know that the same symptoms present for an overblown as they do for a blocked. Okay. So now let's talk about how we're going to heal right? And let's start with aromatherapy and talk about some of the oils. Myrrh is helps to lift negative emotions. Sandalwood helps with acceptance. Lemongrass fights self-doubt and self-criticism. Ginger fights fatigue and promotes self-assurance. Okay, now ginger is one of my favorites. Ginger is very strong, so you don't need very much. But again, we have the tiger's eye infused oil for sale on the website, and it has ginger in it, and I want to say lemongrass and sandalwood, something like that. Go to the website and find out. Anyway, you want to burn it in your on your oil burners or in an aromatherapy mistifier. You can wear it behind your knees, on your ears, your nostrils, your temples, any of your pulse points, right? And get it in. All right, so crystal therapy. Crystals that are good for this energy center include amber, which helps to balance emotions and clear the mind, citrine, which helps to strengthen self esteem, yellow tiger's eye, which helps you make clear decisions, yellow jade, which helps to motivate you to accomplish your goals, yellow calcite, which offers emotional stability, lemon quartz, which lifts mood and helps with your self worth. And then, as always, there are other stones that are on the same frequency. They might not be yellow or yellowish in tone, but they're on the same frequency. So black tourmaline and smoky quartz are very good. So you can wear these crystals on your person, wear it as jewelry, keep it in your pockets, in your book, in your purse, keep it in your environment. I keep them around my computers, around my desk, things like that. Just surround yourself with them. Now, the ones I found to be most effective with myself and other clients include citrine, tiger's eye. I keep tiger's eye on deck, and citrine as well. So I would recommend if you're going to buy some, start with citrine and the tiger's eye. Now, if you have emotional issues and you're all over the place emotionally, go for the yellow calcite. Okay. All right, moving on. Sorry, guys, I have a bit of a cold, so I know I sound stuffy. And I'm trying to get my words to come out as clearly as possible. Just rock with your girl. As always, there are healing foods that you can use. And with the Oshun, of course, you want to use yellow foods, yellow fruits, yellow vegetables, and then also starches, which are vegetables for the most part, um, help to balance this energy center. In your workbooks, you have this chart already, but you know, beets, summer squash, turnips, winter squash, yellow potatoes, yellow sweet potatoes, yellow peppers, lemons, pineapples, yellow apples, yellow figs, yellow kiwi, yellow pears, yellow watermelon, yellow tomatoes, and then some starches like brown rice, oats, spelt, and then olive oil, chamomile, millet, quinoa, love quinoa, ginger, turmeric, rosemary, sage, and thyme are all very good foods to help align a solar plexus energy center. And then, of course, you have to do some basic exercises. With this energy center, you want to exercise until you sweat. You would like to sit in a sauna or a steam room, hot yoga, Pilates, eat yellow foods or fruits, of course. Um, and then the spices again, I want to reiterate ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, curry, are all good for this energy center. And then engage in positive self talk. Yo, Mary J. Blige just released a song, or I just found out about it, called Good Morning Gorgeous. That's the kind of positive self talk you need to give yourself. And then you need to begin to complete tasks. And the way you're going to do that is to start with a small task. Okay? Finish one small task every day and then gradually build upon that. That will help to increase your motivation level and help to balance this energy center. Next week, oh, you guys are going to love next week. We're going to dive into the heart chakra. Now, in the Kemetic tradition, there are two heart chakras. And so we're going to learn about both of those next week. And then we're going to circle back around later on to some of the African chakras that we haven't already covered that fall below the root chakra. But for now, just rock with me. We're going to cover the 2 heart chakras next week. So if you haven't gotten your supplies, you can get them on my website, some of them, and then or you can just go buy them locally in your own community. All right, so peace and blessings, light and love. Don't forget to email me any questions or concerns you might have. And if you have not registered, you need to do so because we're going to have some private Q&As for the registrants. So don't forget to do that. All right, guys. I hope I didn't sound too stuffy or my words were too crazy, but rock with me. Until next week, sending peace and blessings, light and love, and wishing you all the very best in health.